Good morning. Today is Tuesday, and I've had a tough morning, and a tough yesterday, and a tough day before that. But this morning, I can't even explain what happened or why, but I took the kids to school like I always do, helped them get ready to get out the door, and we listened to Christmas music in the car on the way and talked and prepared them for their day, and came home, came in the house, nothing different than any other morning. But as I came in the house, sat down my keys, walked up the stairs, and I glanced up and looked at Brayden's picture on the wall. And I just started sobbing, just out of nowhere. And the thought that was in my head at that moment was just simply, how can it be that I'm never gonna see you again on this earth? I know that I will see Brayden again in heaven. I know that with no doubt whatsoever. But just unable to comprehend in that moment or even process that I will never see him on this earth again. And people probably think that, a lot of time has passed. How can you still be in that headspace? And honestly, I can't see past that headspace. I can't imagine ever feeling any different about it. I pray that I do, and that I can have some peace in my heart. But right now, in this moment, I just don't. So this morning, I want to share something that I read, and it was a devotional in a book that my sister Melanie gave to me, and it's a really good book. But this morning, in that moment, in what I was feeling, God knew exactly what I needed to read, and it was here on these pages in this devotional for today. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to read this part, and it's talking about the book of Joshua. It says, in the 6th chapter of the book of Joshua, we find Joshua and the Israelites experiencing a problem of epic proportions. There was a massive wall preventing them from moving forward into their promised land. I can't help but wonder what murmurs circled through the camp as they looked at the towering walls of Jericho. I'm sure there was no shortage of ideas or opinions on how they should tackle the wall. But God didn't ask anyone for their opinions, not even Joshua. Instead, he asked for their complete and unwavering obedience. Obedience in the face of a battle plan that would make no sense to their rational minds. A plan that actually involved no battle whatsoever. All God wanted them to do was march. For 6 days straight, they were to march around the walls of Jericho. Then on the 7th day of marching, they were to end with trumpet blasts and a great shout. God declared this mighty sound would bring the walls down. What moves me the most about the Israelites' part in this story isn't so much their willingness to take that first crazy step of obedience. It's how they kept taking steps of obedience, step after step after step. Even though nothing appeared to change, even though there wasn't a single sign of cracking or crumbling in those massive walls, they kept marching. And I was going to stop there. And just let me just carry on a little further. What if they'd stopped after day 2 or day 3 or even day 6? Think of all they would have missed. They would have cheated themselves out of a certain victory from God. And think of all the wasted and unnecessary energy, plus the risk of getting harmed if they had attempted to tear down the wall themselves. I don't say any of this casually, as if it's easy to keep going with God's instruction when there's no evidence of our situation changing. It's hard to continue marching when we don't see God move the way we thought He would. It's sometimes difficult to trust that He's working behind the scenes. So what do we do when He asks us to move in ways that don't make sense to us? How do we keep marching when the situation still looks hopeless? And I don't know, this morning I read that, and I just kind of stopped dead in my tracks and just cried, because I'm marching. And I've been marching for a long time. And I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I'll keep marching. I'll keep marching. So I'll go ahead and read my letter for Brayden today. Sorry for that little detour. I just thought it was important to me. And this is from July 8th, 2025. Good morning, my sweet boy. Today is Tuesday. I am working, and I'm feeling so anxious this morning. I thought maybe if I write, it will shift my mind. Your sunglass case is here on my desk, so I picked it up and held it in my hands. I opened it, and as I touched the button, I was just thinking of you holding it in your hands, just wanting to touch something that I know you touched. I still haven't washed your dirty clothes. They are still in the basket. I just can't do it. I want to have a blanket made with your shirts, but I just can't wash them. Some days I feel like I'm losing my mind, like I can't process all of the chaos that is running through my mind, and today is one of those days. I'm off work for my birthday tomorrow, and I'm so glad. I'm struggling. What's new, right? Landon says that he hasn't dreamed of you in quite a while, and he wants to so bad. Can you come see him in his dreams, please? We love you and we miss you more than anyone could ever understand. He adores you. We all do. I will never understand why this had to happen. Sweet face, sweet words, sweet boy. I love you, Brayden.